Okay, I'll see you at the head of the Charles.
Okay, take care.
Okay, great. Be well.
Now, here's a story that doesn't really affect anyone, but I guess we'll talk about it anyway. Our government finally fixed the one single thing it was doing wrong, giving free money out to unemployed people.
I thought Washington's fastest hallway clearer, Senator Ted Cruz, came up with a workable solution. He tweeted, get a job. There are millions of vacancies and small businesses across the nation are desperate for workers. Exactly. Maybe you should have thought of that before you got pregnant and had to drop out of high school because you couldn't get an abortion.
Now, Cecile, according to payroll data, states who ended benefits saw 2.2% growth in hourly shifts, and states who kept federal aid grew 4.1%. But isn't growing the shaming of poor people more important than growing the economy?
It is kind of ironic that Senator Ted Cruz, I'm from Texas, and that he would be making fun of people who are not getting jobs. I mean, he's been living off the public payroll for a long, long time. I think what people in this country need are good paying jobs that have security, and we know millions of women lost their jobs during the pandemic, and it wasn't only because their place of employment shut down, it's because the lack of childcare, affordable childcare, public schools being uneven in terms of being open. There are a lot of reasons that people are struggling to get back to work.
Well, I just got to say to folks struggling out there, if you miss unemployment payments so much, just set up weekly allowances for yourself from your bank account. It's literally the same.
And I hear people saying there's no food, but on my drive into work, I see a deer, and I'm thinking, picky much?
Have we thought about simply building the Wendy's around the unemployed person's home?
Now, here's an idea. Could we pay people to stand in the shape of the Dow Jones market graphs on CNBC?
Ooh.
I love that, but I don't want to see them. Let's cover them with bars.
Oh,
love
That is nice. Very nice.
Well, Teddy Reeks, so we're calling it early. Thank you to our guest, Cecile Richards, for joining us today. Thank you, Cecile.
Well, thanks. I hope I've shed some light on some of the things that I feel like we're enormously ignorant about.
Absolutely. Now, Cecile, there is one last thing I was wondering. Do you have anything to plug?
We heard you have no plug. What kind of depraved lunatic goes on television to merely inform the public? You're not plugging anything?
Cecile, please plug something so I know I'm not dead.
Yeah, I got nothing to plug here except voting. All the things we talked about, every problem that we face, we don't have enough folks going to the polls and voting.
Voting. I haven't heard of it, but thank you anyway. Good day, everyone. Now, I spilled wine on the carpet last week during Ida. No visit from Biden.
Jesus, the man's increasingly out of touch with his base, right, Cecile?
The guy inherited a lot, and I'm just grateful that every day he's doing his very best to clean up the mess that was left by Donald Trump.
Well, Sarah inherited that wine from her grandpapa, so it would have been nice if he'd shown up.
You've got the recall election coming up in less than a week. What do you think happens in California?
Well, it's probably rigged. One thing they're good at is rigging elections, so I predict it's a rigged election.
Great pump-up speech, Mr. Trump. Nothing inspires the players like telling them the game is already lost. There's 0 point in showing up, and anyone who does is a fool. Now let's go out there and succumb to the inevitable. Ah!
Conservative radio. Positions now available.
Tonight on Big News, the Taliban's claim of total takeover of Afghanistan is disputed by the resistance. Can they beat our record of claiming to have won for over a decade after we lost? Plus, Peabody and Emmy Award-winning CNN chief international correspondent Clarissa Ward is here. We'll ask if the women protesting the Taliban in Kabul might inspire demonstrations against even more oppressive regimes like the Texas legislature. The news team as reliable as a vaccine skeptic radio host. Goodbye tweet from an ICU bed. It's time for some Big News.
James, did you take the boat out this weekend?
No, I was researching the news because it's super important to me.
What are you talking about? You specifically said we're going on the boat. The boat is a news-free zone.
We'll have to leave that there because it's news time. I'm host of rock music's #1 fan, James Martinwood. Joining me now is BBC reporter who leaves her car running from the moment it leaves the lot, Catherine Nadon. Princeton professor who believes America seriously lacks statues with exposed genitals, Dr. Ike Bloom. Political analyst who has diamond medallion status with Clearasil, James Martinwood Jr. And Peabody and Emmy Award-winning CNN chief international.
No more use for us. Striking when the opponent is down and helpless. That's what they're trying to do to all of us who fought for Queen and country. His body He just split in two. Oh God! You wanted to kill me from the start.
Nioh!